So, how can teams apply Bhairava's wisdom collectively to finish group projects efficiently? Teamwork benefits from clear roles and shared discipline. Assign roles inspired by Bhairava's weapons. Trident person ensures clarity and decision making. Hatchet role handles breaking down work, and Nose role maintains schedules and protocols. Club role supports conflict resolution and motivation, and begin meetings with a minute of silence or mantra chanting to center the group. Use breath breaks to reduce tension and improve creativity. Celebrate completion as a victory dance, a collective tandava. This blend of inner discipline and outward collaboration results in efficient, joyful task completion. So, how does Bhairava's identity as Aksharam or imperishable guide a seeker toward Atma Bodha or realization of the soul? Yes, the Akshara is not just an adjective, it's a gateway. In Sanskrit, Akshara means both the imperishable and a syllable of sound. The Atman, our true self, is Akshara untouched by death, time, or emotion. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji often says, "You are not the body, not the mind, but something beyond that. Beyond is bliss." Bhairava as Aksharam pulls us out of the perishable zone of body identity, achievement based ego, and constant change. Through Sahit Samadhi meditation, deep Sudarshan Kriya, and even chanting of this verse, the mind dissolves into stillness, and the I am arises not as ego but as a witness. This is soul consciousness, the space where joy is causeless and stillness dances. Bhairava's form is described as a Shamakaya, the dark body. How does this relate to entering subtle inner realms and experiencing the inner Ramayana? The Shamakaya is the mystery of the mind, the vast inner space where the Ramayana unfolds within. In the inner Ramayana, Rama is your soul, pure, noble, and unwavering dharma. Sita is your mind, beautiful, devoted, but abducted by desires of Ravana. Lakshmana is your discrimination, always guarding the soul and mind. And Hanumana is your breath, your prana, the devotee of the self. Ravana is the ego, the ten-headed mind full of desires. The darkness, Shama Bhairava, invites you into is not negative. It is the inner forest of Dandakaranya, the womb of transformation through Sudarshan Kriya, Mantra Japa, Padma Sadhana, and Vedic rituals like Sandhya Vandanam. You step into the forest not with fear but as a conscious Rama on a divine journey inward. How does Bhairava's trident relate to the three impurities of Mala, Vikshepa, and Avarana that prevent soul consciousness, and how it is removed? That's a brilliant insight. The trident of the Trishula represents Mala or the impurities like guilt, jealousy, or shame, Vikshepa or mental restlessness or outward projection, and Avarana, the veil that hides our true nature. Bhairava's trident pierces these three blocks through Sudarshan Kriya. We release mala or emotional toxins. Meditation and silence, we overcome vikshepa and mantra chanting, especially Bhairava Ashtakam, we lift avarana. This is the inner purification Gurudev speaks of. You are like the sun hidden by clouds. Remove the clouds and the light shines. The trident removes the clouding and reveals Rama consciousness, bright, serene, and unwavering. How can the seeker experience Bhairava's Vikitra Tandava as a dance of emotions and events and yet remain established in the witness self? The Viktra Tandava is not random chaos, it is divine rhythm. Every joy, setback, opportunity, and heartbreak is a step in this sacred dance. In the inner Ramayana, the war with Ravana is the inner conflict with ego. The bridge to Lanka is the breath of Hanuman's path, and the return to Ayodhya is self realization. Bhairava teaches us not to control every step but to synchronize with the divine will. Practices like Upanayam, Gayatri Japa, Trikal Sandhya, and Agni Karyam or from the Vedic Dharma Sansthan bring us in rhythm with Rama consciousness, the witness that smiles at the dance rather than being drowned in it. How can we use Bhairav's presence to dissolve inner Ravanas of lust, anger, pride, and attachment and awaken the Rama within? Bhairava doesn't kill Ravana externally, he burns the Ravana within every time we sit for sadhana and feel anger melting, cravings dropping, ego softening. We are witnessing Rama returning to rule Ayodhya, the self regaining sovereignty. Practices like chanting the Bhairava Ashtakam and third verse with intention before daily activities and performing Guru Puja phase 1 and phase 2 to connect to the eternal Rama, the Satguru within attending silence programs to allow Bhairava's silence to purify subconscious layers. This is not theory. Thousands of seekers report a sense of soul awakening where love, courage, and clarity becomes natural. In modern life, how can we consciously live the Ramayana through Bhairavasa's lens and move from story to realization? Gurudev beautifully puts it, the Ramayana is not history, it is a journey from the head to the heart, to the self. Morning, wake up as Rama, still intentional, do Sandhya Vandanam, with the awareness that every act is dharma. In the midday, be like Lakshmana, alert, disciplined, and grounded in present challenges like invoke Hanuman, courage, devotion, and prana. Temptations or anger, recognize Ravana, pause and chant Om Bhairavaya Namaha. In the evening, return to Ayodhya, the nature, meditate, reflect, and offer gratitude. This cycle lived daily is the inner Ramayana guided by Bhairava from restlessness to Rama consciousness. What is the final fruit of integrating Bhairava's qualities with the Ramayana within? And what does one ultimately become? You become Rama in mind, pure, stable, anchored in truth, Hanumana in action, dynamic, fearless in constant service, and Lakshmana in discipline, loyal to the inner self, and Bhairava in awareness, present, fearless, still, and compassionate. Such a being walks the world but is not shaken by its success or failure, noise or silence. Everything becomes Sandava, everything becomes Seva. You don't just complete your task, you consecrate them. That this is the blossoming of Rama consciousness in modern life, Vijay Gurudev.